the unification of Egypt under the legendary king. Narmer often identified with the mythical mean as a defining political event in ancient history. Around 3100 BCE, the regions of Upper Egypt, the southern Nile Valley, and Lower Egypt, the northern Nile Delta, were brought together under a single ruler, creating what is considered the world's first territorial nation-state. This unification laid the foundations for more than 2,000 years of pharaonic rule and shaped Egyptian identity, governance, art, and religion. Before unification, Egypt was divided into numerous small chiefdoms. Over time, these chiefdoms consolidated into two major regions. Upper Egypt was centered along the narrow, fertile banks of the Nile leading south toward Nubia, while Lower Egypt consisted of the wide, marshy delta region opening to the Mediterranean. Each region developed distinct symbols, styles of dress, and patron deities. Rivalries between these regions grew as leaders competed for resources, trade routes, and influence over the increasingly interconnected Nile Valley. Narmer, a king of Upper Egypt, is widely credited with achieving the decisive unification. His most famous artifact, the Narmer palette, depicts him wearing both the white crown of Upper Egypt and the red crown of Lower Egypt, symbolizing his rule over a united land. Though part historical document and part royal propaganda, the palette suggests a military component to the unification, with Narmer defeating rival Lower Egyptian rulers to assert control. Whether the unification was achieved in a single campaign or gradually over generations, Narmer stands as the figure who completed this process. The political consequences of unification were profound. A centralized monarchy emerged, led by the pharaoh, who was seen not merely as a political leader, but as a divine or semi-divine figure responsible for maintaining cosmic order, justice, and harmony. This concept shaped every aspect of Egyptian governance. The newly unified state required administrators, scribes, tax collectors, and priests to manage irrigation systems, agricultural production, and temple complexes. This led to the development of an organized bureaucracy, one of the earliest in world history. Unification also encouraged monumental architecture. Early kings began constructing tombs and ceremonial structures that eventually evolved into the massive pyramids of the Old Kingdom. With a stable, centralized government, Egypt experienced relative internal peace that allowed for impressive achievements in engineering, art, writing, and religious development. Hieroglyphic writing flourished as a tool for administration and religious expression. Culturally, Egypt became a cohesive civilization with shared symbols, rituals, and identity. The double crown uniting Upper and Lower Egypt became a permanent emblem of the pharaoh's authority. The idea of Egypt as a single, harmonious land persisted throughout its long history, even during periods of internal division. In short, Narmer, this unification of Egypt, marks the moment when scattered communities along the Nile became a powerful and enduring civilization. It is one of the earliest examples of large-scale state formation and remains central to understanding ancient political development.